Hello, today we are looking at the different tools on the website for creating webcomics. I am using Screencast-O-Matic with which to make this webcast. First, let's start at Comic Creator. Comic Creator is part of the Read, Write, Think website, which is from the International Reading Association. The interesting thing about this website is its connectedness, of course, to the core content standards and the core curriculum standards. It also provides classroom resources, lesson plans, professional development opportunities, as well as parent and after-school resources. The point of this webcast is to check out the Comic Creator. Comic Creator in this website is very controlled. It does not necessarily lead itself to Writer's Workshop. Here's what I mean. In the Getting Started bit, when we click on that, we are welcomed into Comic Creator. The problem with Comic Creator, though, is that it is very canned. In other words, there's not much creativeness to it. So we'll do our first comic here. No subtitle, and we'll name it Me. We'll do a two-panel simple one. As you can see in our first comic, we have below here our people, balloons for talking, and some props. So we can add a variety of quite cartoonish characters, and they're all nice and well and good and safe. And we can say, hello, how are you today? Oops. This takes a bit of not double clicking but clicking and dragging. Double click on the bubble and we can say, hello, I am writing today. And there is no caption on this. We'll call it first page. If we click and go on to the next panel, then we can put another person inside. And let's add a prop for them to be jumping over. How about a castle today? That's good. Okay, we don't want him to miss though, and that would be a big owie. And we'll pick a different bubble. There are a few to pick from, and we can have that go this direction. And we'll add, I am flying today. Now the problem with this one is that now we have finished this, and our only option is to print it or start a new cartoon. We cannot go back and edit, and we cannot rearrange panels. So that makes Comic Creator really quite basic. The next website I would like to show you is called MakeBeliefsComics.com. Within this one, it is part of more towards the lines of publishing and writing. It is a little limited as well with what we can include. In our first panel here, I already have my rock and roll person quickly writing down and doing the pre-writing for their next song. Here are our 8 different talk balloons that are available, and you can just arrow through the different ones as you would like. We've entered this, and we can click to type our words here. Oh, I hope the prof likes this song. And we've got that done, and I'm going to move it over a little bit to stop covering that person's face. We do have some options for background color, which makes for a little bit of creativity to go. If we go into our second panel, just click on that panel. And let's see if we can scroll through using this to find our professor, and we'll make it the lion, the weightlifting lion. To include that, you just double click on it, and then that pops it into the frame, into panel 2, and then we have that one, and in panel 3 we'll just put this guy for ease of getting through this actual basic demonstration. Some of the objects to include are fairly basic, and there's really no drawing involved in creating this. Now, once we have this all done, we're going to name our Comix second one. And my name is, of course, Jill. Down here, we save our comic, and it cannot be edited after we have that done. Okay? It does have a nice help menu. This is a little more free with how we can use our creativity, but again, it doesn't quite support Writer's Workshop in that the recursive writing process or serial writing process is not available. I would like now to take you to this website called Pixton.com. Pixton.com is the one that we have found that works the best with the actual writing process in Writer's Workshop. As you can see, I'm already logged in. It doesn't take much at all to create your own account, just a email address. My comics are here that I have already created, and I've created this one. Before we go to this one, though, let me take you through the process of creating a comic. Click on Create a Comic. When you have this is already loaded up, you will be able to see that there are many different options for formats and choices for how you want to write. A powerful tool with this one is that you can rearrange your panels. Now, I'm not sure why this one is not saving. So, to make a new comic. So we'll save and continue. And it didn't let me post because resave panel 3 in row 2. It's very clear about where I've made my mistakes. That's quite helpful as we try to navigate all of these new technologies. And it didn't want me to save a comic that didn't have at least something in here. So we'll put a prop. And we'll not put a grenade. That's not necessarily appropriate. How about a bicycle? Okay, much better. So we will save and continue. It's doing that now. Here's where we can title it The Other Test. It's in English. And if we wanted to put this in a series, we could. We'll put it in the series of testing so that we can look at that. Now, post now. Now it has been posted. Other people that are in here, we can share this via email or an IM. So I'm going to send this to my Sam Houston State University.edu email. And then I should be able to get it there. Oops. If I would type an email address correctly, we could get that to happen. Okay. It's coming from me, and I can send a message if I'd like. So in this manner, all of our classmates that are members of the Ning website, we can send this comic to. Now, once you have this comic that's been sent to you, you have the ability to come in and edit and post a comment. This, of course, as we're learning about our blogging and social networking, serial writing, and peer feedback, these comments here are one of the most powerful ways to do that for each other within the Writer's Workshop. So I could post here that I really like the text, but the bicycle doesn't work for me. Can you explain the symbolism? And submit. Then we can begin to have a blog and a conversation about that. Within the website of Pixton.com, you can create the comic, a comic book. You can make up your own contest. There is a community of authors, some contests. This shop made me a little bit nervous because that means they always want money, of course. But what I did discover with that is that what this is about is buying the tools to do the actual fancy art, the high level art. And as you can see, we can buy it for 1 month or this 300 credits. These credits are tallied up here in the corner, and you earn these credits by doing different things within the website. For example, inviting friends, or taking part in the acceptable use policy survey. So there are many ways besides just money that you can actually get these advanced settings. So we feel that this Pixton.com does indeed support our writer's workshop, given whatever our piece of literature is that we would be working with to do a story or a brand new authorship. Very good.